Okay, exploring transformation. A translation, that's just a slide. You probably talked about that in geometry class. It's just moving a shape or a graph up, down, left, or right. Doesn't change the size, doesn't rotate it, just moving it left, right, whatever. Reflection on the x-axis, it changes the y value. So whatever the y value is, it becomes negative. And if it's a reflection on the y-axis, the x becomes negative. Or if it was negative, it becomes positive. Okay. Stretches and compressions, again, I think you talked about those in geometry a little bit. You would multiply the x if it's a horizontal stretch or compression, and you'd multiply by the y if it's a vertical stretch or compression. Obviously, stretches make it bigger, compressions make it smaller. So if you're stretching it, you're multiplying by like 4. If you're compressing it, maybe you'd multiply by 1/4. This problem right here, perform and graph a translation. So 2 comma negative 1. If you're going to go 4 left, you're going to move that 2, 4 to the left. So you would subtract 4. So that would become negative 2. And if you were to go 3 up from negative 1, you go up 3, which is adding 3. So that would be 2. So that answer would be negative 2 comma 2. The answer to that one. So for this one, why don't you pause it and see if you can do this problem right here. Okay, 4 to the right would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 3. And 2 down would be subtract 2. So 3 comma 1 would be the answer to that one. Reflection on the x-axis, you would change all, reflection on the y-axis, you change all the x values. So all these y values stay the same, just this would become 6, this would become 3, 0 stays the same, this would become negative 3, and that would become negative 6. And a horizontal compression, so that means you're going to multiply all the x values by 1/2. So negative 6 becomes negative 3. Negative 3 becomes negative 1.5. 0 stays the same. 3 becomes 1.5. And 6 becomes 3. So you just multiply the whole row by 1/2. Okay, if you're home, I'm going to have you work on some classwork problems. Right now, my computer is freezing in the spot. Can't get my cursor to show you the classwork problems. So I'm going to oh, here we go. I'm also going to attach the slideshow to the Google Classwork. But these are the problems I want you to do for classwork today. Okay, 14 through 24. Okay, so do those in your notebook.